Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report, as well as keto cooking, as well as my day job. They keep telling me, don't quit your day job, and I haven't. So I'm cooking dinner right now, and I've been busy, of course, trying to get ready for going to Dallas on Saturday for the game, doing my day job and stuff, and trying to make ends meet and stuff. So I'm going to do something kind of quick today. What we're going to do is we're actually going to do like shrimp pasta with like a cream sauce, and this is really, really good. I've got about a pound of shrimp that's peeled in the vein. You can get some that are already peeled in the vein. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some onions, some peppers, and some hot peppers, and go ahead and mushrooms, and go ahead and just get that soft in some butter. So I got about a half stick of butter in here to get this started. So I'm going to cut my peppers and onions and get them in there. Now, I've been doing keto, as you guys know. What's happening? How are you doing today? I've been doing keto off and on since November. I'm roughly somewhere around 30, 32 pounds down from where I was. And I've got a little more energy than I used to. And I don't look quite as fat. People ask me, it's like, well, with doing that diet, how's your cholesterol? Cholesterol's fine. Blood pressure is actually really, really good. And no problems at all. But if you are starting this diet, check with your doctor. Make sure that you're good to go on it. I've tried some different ways of losing weight and stuff with my wife. And for the most part, we've done South Beach, we've done Atkins, we've done summer sizing, we used to walk the hell out of the place. We used to literally go walking about 3 miles every day, and on the weekends, like 6 or 8 miles in a whack. That actually worked pretty good. We actually did lose some weight and things, but nothing like what I've done with doing keto. And keto, you just have to get used to not having the sugar and not having the carbs. So there's certain things you got to get used to not really having, which is bread and sugar. So when you first start, it's hard. But there are cheat days. So understand, you do get some cheat days in there. But you can eat a lot of very rich foods. Like the keto coffee I have in the morning is my fat coffee. I actually put fresh whipped cream in it, and use heavy cream in it. And I use the keto fat bomb, and I eat that and drink that in the morning. And then I don't really eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. You can do the fasting. I don't really fast, but I don't really eat either. But then I eat a really good meal. Well, the problem with the zucchini, you're right, that the zucchini is very, very wet as opposed to regular pasta. What I've learned, because I tried to do lasagna with slices of zucchini, and it is very, very wet. So what I've learned is it's actually better to do like stuffed shells. So if you slice it real thin and then you wrap the cheese into it and then put the sauce over it, you don't get quite as much of the zucchini wetness and stuff. But yeah, because it is a very, very wet vegetable, you do get some of that. But you get used to it. So you have to make compromises in life. And if it ends up being that, for me, part of the problem is every step you take, every pound that you have is 4 times on your knees. So if you lose 40 pounds, or excuse me, let's say you lose 10 pounds, the pressure for every step that you take is 40 pounds of pressure. That's a lot of pressure that you're taking off of it. So you think of 30 pounds that I've lost, that means every step I take is 120 pounds less. And that's major. And see, a lot of people think that keto is just, eating straight meat. It's just a meat diet. No, it's actually not. You still need to kind of control the amount of meats that you eat. And you want to eat good fatty meats. And it's only about 20% of what you're consuming. So you still have to get lots of vegetables, and you got to get good fats. That's where avocados come in handy. That's where the heavy cream comes in. And what you'll see here is you see lots of veggies in here. So is everybody relieved that Zeke Elliott is now signed and under contract? I know I am. Now, if we can get Dak done and get Amari done, we're in pretty good shape. Me, I got to put a jalapeno pepper in there. I like food with a kick. And I think I've actually ruined my wife's palate to the point where she's got that spicy taste now. You like that? Okay, we got one more mushroom. So we're going to get this in here nice and softened. This is actually a really, really simple recipe, and it won't take long to do. And it's kind of a comfort food. I need some more butter in there. Again, lots of butter because, well, it's a buttery recipe. It's keto. It's one of the guilty pleasures that you get. What am I? Saturday morning at 5:40 in the morning, real early. All right, we need some garlic. I like lots of garlic. Garlic's good for you. Garlic really is the spice of life. Now, what some people do with garlic, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but I believe I'm right. Some people will go and smash the knife on the garlic, but I believe that it squeezes out a lot of the oils and the juice on it. So I don't do that. I don't abuse my garlic. You know, it's not a good thing. Be kind to your food. So I take a little more time peeling it, but I think you get more flavor. I can't wait for next weekend too. Oh my God, I can't believe back to back, we're going to have the Dallas Cowboys. Now I know I've got Lincoln Coleman. Lincoln's going to be my new best buddy. How am I doing today, Big Man Gaming? I am doing great, man. I'm a little tired. I got so much to do between the season starting and, of course, Zeke Elliott's situation kept me up half the night. Of course, when I finally went to sleep at 3 o'clock, it ends up being they get the deal done. Go figure. All right, so we're getting this garlic. Some people like to put it in the garlic press too, but I think the same thing, that you end up losing a lot of the oils out of it when you do that. I like to just chop it up, mince it up, kind of coarse. So we got red peppers, we got jalapeno peppers, we got onions, we got mushrooms, and we're getting garlic with a lot of butter, melted and sauteed. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Ooh-wee. Now that's fresh. Now once that sweats and gets nice and soft, then we're going to start adding the other stuff to it. Now, here's the thing about keto. Keto, you can't use flour, okay? So if you're making gravy and sauces, you can't use flour. So one of the things that's actually great to use is use cream cheese, heavy cream. You can use a little chicken broth in there, and you can use cheese to help make it cheesy. And so that's what we'll do to help make this thick. We're going to put that one back. Now, here's what we're going to do for pasta. Miracle noodle. This is, I have no idea, but it's 0 carbs. These are made from plants that are not genetically engineered. Okay, we're going to use that. I'm going to use a zucchini. I thought I had a couple of zucchinis, but I only have one. So I'm going to have to just use the one that I have. And let's see, where's my, okay. We have this thing, spiral slicer. What we do with this is it's real easy. This is cool. Spiral slicer, zucchini. That's the big one. Look at this. Boom. Zucchini pasta. Now here's the thing you may want to do, or maybe you don't want to do it. This is all one continuous run. You may want to cut it a little bit because it's going to be really, 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 really long. Now this is the thing I wish, look at this. You only get a couple of these, but look at that. Doesn't that look like regular like pasta? That's actually like the core of the zucchini. And I don't see, oh there it is. One more little tool we need here. This is the spinner that goes on the end to help you spin it so you don't spin your fingers off. And there you go. Zucchini pasta. I'm going to stir this a little bit. And here's what we got. Now, I've got lots of plants growing outside. Basil. So we're going to use that fresh basil. There's nothing better than going out there. I wish you could smell this. Smell that. Okay. Rosemary. When you have a rosemary plant like in the window, you touch it, it smells like evergreen. It's great. Oregano. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to do keto, you got to do keto. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to do keto one day and then I'm not going to do it the next. It's one of those things that your body changes. And what happens is, once you get the sugar and the carbs out of your diet, your body starts burning fat. And you can't just go ahead and say, I'm going to do keto for a while. And this time after time, okay. So here's the thing about keto though is, you do have cheat days. And so I've determined that game day will be my cheat day. So what I'm doing with all these fresh herbs is I'm pulling the stems off of them. And I'm going to chop it up and add it to it because this will give it a fantastic flavor. And what's cool is like the thyme will come back every year. The rosemary, if it doesn't get a real hard freeze, it'll come back each year. This rosemary plant I have in the window, I've had it in here for about 3 years. All right, so I got all my stems off. They actually have a stem puller that somebody had actually recommended me getting, and I probably should get it. But I got my hands. Now take a look at that. Look at this. Look at those fresher. Look, rosemary, oregano, thyme, and basil. Fresh. I'm going to put that in there. We're going to take a block of cream cheese. I know you're thinking, what? Cream cheese? Yes, cream cheese. It's one of our good fats here. Going to put this in so it starts melting with the butter. Bam! some fresh pepper. Bam. Love pepper. And I tell you, don't buy pepper in a shaker already ground. Don't be so lazy. Get some extra work in. See, here's the go to, like, you know, BJ's, Sam's, or Price Club. You get a big old, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You get a big old thing of pepper like this. It's like $7. This is like a year's worth, and when you grind it, it's fresh ground pepper every time. And you see the multiple colors in there. It's great, fresh flavor. I'm telling you, fresh beats it every time. I like my garlic salt. Okay, it's got a little more flavor than just straight salt. But just put a little of that in there. You see that the cream cheese is beginning to melt. And let that melt a little bit. And we need some chicken broth. All right. I don't know if this is keto or not, and it probably is not the best thing. If I don't have like homemade chicken broth, what I do is I actually use some of this base. Just take a little bit of it and some hot water and mix it, okay? Call me a cheat. What I'll do a lot of times, though, is if I'm making using shrimp, I'll take the shrimp peels and mix some butter and add some herbs to it and make like a shrimp broth. Or same thing with chicken. Sometimes I'll boil chicken and I'll save the chicken broth as well from that. All right, so my cream cheese is melting, which is good. You can kind of see what this is beginning to look like here. It's getting kind of creamy, which is great. Be careful that you don't cook it too high because you don't want this to curdle. We're going to add a little of that chicken broth. And you can see that's beginning to get saucy. Now for the magic part. Add a little more chicken broth in there. All right. Heavy cream. Now understand, this is very, very, very rich. Let that warm up a little bit. And while that's warming up, we'll take the miracle noodle and rinse it. Miracle noodle. Okay. All right, let that drain. Check this out here. We're going to get a little taste. Now, everybody, oh yeah, you can taste this fresh herbs. That's good. Everybody has a little different taste. If you like it a little hotter, you can put a little paprika into it. Or I always like to have kind of a Cajun taste on everything. So you guys know, hell, I ought to call these guys and say, listen, you ought to give me like a sponsorship because I use this stuff all the time. We're going to put a little bit of that in there. And you want to look at it and see how thick is it. You see, this is a little bit thick. It's a little creamy. It's good. But add a little bit more chicken broth to it and a little bit more heavy cream. Go ahead and finish this one off. Another one bites the dust. We're going to let that warm up. Very, very rich, and I love it. See, this kind of helps with the sugar taste. So, you have these rich foods, and we're also going to have a salad. So, I already made my salad. I like iceberg lettuce, although iceberg lettuce supposedly doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it. And romaine lettuce. I got a couple of God, radishes. I got some fresh tomatoes that I picked. And we're going to have a blue cheese dressing on it. So once this starts boiling again, we're going to add our pasta into it. And then we're going to add our shrimp. Now, here's the thing. When you're cooking shrimp, if you've never cooked shrimp before, understand shrimp are very, very delicate. They don't take long, very little. They just want to get pink. And if you end up cooking shrimp and you leave them in something for a long time, they get rubbery. And you don't want somebody wants to eat rubber. Nobody wants to eat rubber. Look at that. Ooh, boy. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese in there, too, to make it kind of cheesy. Let that melt. And I know what you're thinking. If you're not a keto person, you're like, that's a heart attack. He used cream cheese. He used Parmesan cheese. He used heavy cream. Oh my God. But understand, listen, like I said, if you're going to do keto, you got to do keto. If you're not going to go 100%, don't do it. Because if you eat like this, all the fats and things like that, and then you turn around and eat sugar and carbs, you will blow up and you will have a heart attack. But understand, when you get into ketosis, your body kind of goes from, it's kind of like going from natural gas to like propane. Your body shifts over and starts burning fat. So you need the fats. But if you have the sugars and the carbs, it's going to burn those, but then you're storing this other stuff, so you can't do both. So make sure, you don't say, I'm going to do keto 2 days a week and then I'm not going to do it. You can't do that. All right, so that's getting hot. We're going to put our zucchini pasta in it. You don't want to overcook that either because, well, it gets soggy. But we want it to get nice and warm so it still stays crispy. Look at it. Isn't that looking pretty? Ooh. And once that gets hot again, we're going to add our shrimp and the other noodles. Bum, ba, ba, dee, da, 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 dum, dum. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. Sandwich bag head. Looks fantastic. Thank you. Trade Zeke for a couple second round picks. Y'all, stop. If you watch my other video, you'll understand. Zeke Elliott, he's only costing us $6.5 million this year and only $9 million next year. That's a huh?
How much are you in for?
Oh, well, a few $100, of course, that, from each of us fans. Smart aleck. All right, so that's getting warm again. I'm going to do a little taste again. Good. I only had some bread to stick in it. Read it. Yeah, right. But you know what? I'm not looking for 1,600 yards. Don't run them in the ground. Keep them ready for the playoffs. Have them feast there. I don't care about having NFL rushing records. I don't. I care about getting another one of these. All right, you see that's beginning to boil again. We're going to add our scrimps. I'm going to turn it up a little bit because those are cold. Now, again, some people have said, I can't do keto because it's expensive. Well, understand this. If you eat out, it's expensive. I don't care where you go, you're going to spend at least $10 minimum on food. Well, maybe not quite $10 if you go to McDonald's. It might be $8.50. But you're going to spend $10 a person. You have 4 people, that's $40, okay? This is about a pound of shrimp. I buy it at Fresh World, it's about $7.99 a pound. If you go to like Restaurant Depot, get an account there, you can get 4 pounds of shrimp for about $25. That's not bad. It's a zucchini. Why are you looking at my tripod? Did I spill food on it? The reason why I was shaking, the dog's licking the tripod. It's a zucchini, it's a red pepper, it's a jalapeno pepper, it's an onion, and that's it right there. So right here, this meal is about $12, and this is enough to feed 4 people easily. And of course, the salad maybe $3. The great thing is, it's home cooking. And if you're doing keto, it's a perfect keto meal. And once these shrimp are pink, it's done. So I can actually clean up here. Okay, I got to admit something here. Senior moments. I lose things. You know, I'm in my 50s now. I lose things from time to time. Like I can't find my keys. Like one time, I still can't find my glasses. I had one pair of glasses on my head and I had another pair that was actually on a strap because those were my safety glasses. And I couldn't, I'm walking around like I can't find my glasses. So the other day I made chicken salad and you guys watched. And instead of putting the mayonnaise and I think the sour cream in the refrigerator, I put them in the upper cabinet. My wife was like, I don't know why, but somebody put the mayonnaise and sour cream in the cabinet. That would be me. Dinner's almost ready, baby. Now you can see the shrimp are just about ready. They're turning pink. The cheese is all nice and melted. And it's saucy.
Mama Bear has a question.
Mama Bear, yes, ma'am.
Slept in my guest room bed.
Nobody slept in it. I sat on it while I was working with the TV to see if the DVR is working.
And then what?
What do you mean, and then what? That's it. I sat.
Arranged on
No, I didn't rearrange the pillows. I sat on the end of the bed. I also was in your closet as well. Three little bears come to my house? Who's sleeping in my bed? All right, guys. Look. Oh, look at this. Ooh, look at that. I don't know if the lighting is good enough on that, but you see how creamy that is? You see the zucchini, you see the shrimp. Oh, man. And here's what we're going to do, too. Thought I had Parmesan cheese, but that's the regular. Look, we're going to put some pepper flakes on it. Now, we'll add the others. The miracle noodle in there. Let that get warm and saucy, and then we're done. All right. It's almost magic time. Are you ready for this? Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at that. Oops. Spilled that. But that's it. Hold it. Let me give this to my wife. And then I'll be back. But look. Oh, look at that. Now Now it's my turn. So, how long have we been on here? 30 minutes. Okay. So you saw me cook this in 30 minutes. And this is a meal easily for 4 people. Look at that. Okay? And I will challenge anybody. I will challenge the restaurant and say, okay, show me what you can do a lot better than this. That's keto. That's this tasty. This is fresh with the fresh herbs and spices in here. But I want you to look at that. Look at it. Ooh. Let's grab a shrimp in there. Look at that. Boom. Hey, Cowboy fans, have a job opening in social media. Must interact with fans on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Must be experienced in social media. Me, Maui. That would be me. That's hot. That's hot, but it's very, very tasty. Look at that shrimp. So, that's keto today. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, you will be in Dallas, dude. Oh, the Cowboys have a job in social media. Must be okay. Oh, the Cowboys. Yeah, that's too far away. I can't move to the house. Oh, you make ramen noodles better than that? Well, then go bye-bye. There's always a troll in here to try and start some mess. Ramen noodles, I got to tell you. Those ramen noodles, it's not really food. So, to recap, today I've had my big Dallas Cowboy cup of my Fat Bomb coffee. I've had my big ass cup of water. And now I'm eating this keto pasta, and I'm going to make a salad over here with the salad. Michael, he'll probably eat some of this, or sometimes he'll fix something else, something different. He's not necessarily straight keto, but he actually enjoys the pasta. Now, here's the thing. Again, that pasta in there, other than the miracle noodles, the green pasta is zucchini. So instead of having a flour pasta noodle, you're actually eating a vegetable. Hot. Burning my mouth. So, that's what we got today. So, if anybody has questions about keto, 1, you can Google stuff. 2, you can email me at cowboysmark94@gmail.com, and I'll do the best I can to answer any questions that you have. Like I said, I'm still learning, but the basic principles of this is it's not all meat. Okay, you can have eggs, you can have bacon, you can have fatty cuts of meats and stuff like that, but it's not like, okay, let's get a brontosaurus steak. It's actually portions still in there. Lots of vegetables. Unfortunately, fruits are full of sugars, so you kind of have to stay away from those or have them in moderation. You got to get lots of fats, so avocados, your cream cheese, your heavy cream, and things like that. So I want more than 6. Feed me more. Okay. Well, you know what? At this point, I'll settle for 6. Okay. When we get 6, we'll worry about 7. Let's at least try to at the thumbnail and compare with today. Oh, you mean yeah, I do. If I knew how to actually compare, oh my God. I was looking through some pictures because I was trying to find this clip from last summer where I was building the outdoor furniture, and I was looking at how big my belly was. I was like, damn, was I that big? I guess, yeah, actually I was. So, yeah, I should actually put a picture of kind of before and after. Oh, with my face, not the belly. Okay, yeah, you know, anybody who's been watching me, they can kind of see that it is a lot less. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll get get pictures from like the Super Bowl the year before because I definitely was heavier back then. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna finish eating my dinner. I'm gonna get my salad and check the wires to see what's going on. We got a game this Sunday. We got to start focusing in on the New York Giants now that Zeke has come home. He's ready to eat. We got to get a win. You've been trying to get 6 for last. Yeah, I know we've been trying to get 6 for the last. One of these years we'll get it. Yep. All right. I'll see you guys soon. I don't know what I'm cooking tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably be making pasta sauce because I got to make lasagna Friday for for an event. So I'll see you guys later.